Welcome to the Soya Says Podcast. This is episode number 16, and we are talking about what you should be doing in college. And this is one of those podcasts that basically come directly from my blog. And when I wrote this blog, I thought I wasn't old enough to be telling the college going folks what they should be doing in college. Years later, today, now that I'm recording this podcast, I think I'm too old to be talking about college at all. But we'll do it anyways. And back in the day, there used to be this blogger community called Indie Blogger. And they would keep bloggers engaged with several activities and meetups and stuff. And, they would also sometimes suggest topics that bloggers could blog on. And this was one of those topics that was suggested by Indie Blogger. What are the must-do things for people while they are in college? Now, here are the 5 things when it comes to what you should be doing while you're in college. These 5 things, for me, they still remain unchanged after so many years. So let's start off with number 1, which is socialize and help people. Now, I'm not trying to impart a moral science lesson here, but the one thing you need to take back from the college campus is good relations. Trust me on this. Good relations with your classmates, seniors, juniors, professors. Today, while you are in college, you may meet all of them daily. But once you're out of college, the only times you would speak to them are when you need help on something, be it a career decision, a reference for a job, or contacts to set up your venture. Make sure you develop good relations with everyone and make a few lifelong friends in the process as well. Number 2 is it is okay not to be the class topper. You might have not learned this in school because our education system tends to favor the class topper. We are made to believe that the class topper gets an admission in the best college of the country and is most likely to succeed in life. But the reality is that the education system is designed to reward those with good memory power. Our exams are a test of our memory and not our understanding of concepts, to be precise. So while having a good memory is fine, it is definitely helpful, but it might not be of much help in your professional career unless you want to get into acting and you want to learn all the dialogues that you need to say. Another problem I feel is that the need of competing against others. And there's this Naval Ravikant tweet which sums it perfectly. School, politics, sports train us to compete against others. But true rewards like wealth, knowledge, love, fitness, and equanimity come from ignoring others and improving ourselves. Number 3 is find your play. You might have heard this somewhere, right? Work is play. And college is actually the best time to make an effort to understand what your play really is. If you're an engineering student, you may end up in a job at some big IT company. But the question is, does coding excite you as much as cricket? Remember, a job is not like college. It won't end in a few years. It is what you will be doing for the rest of your life. So it better be something that excites you. Again, if you are a marketing student and music excites you, you're probably at the wrong place, right? Also, give it a thought if music will be good enough to pay your bills. Find and choose your play wisely and be on top of it right after the graduation day, and in some cases even earlier. But I must warn you here that I'm not telling you to blindly do whatever you are passionate about. Do take a look at podcast episode 3 to know more about this. I will drop a link to that podcast in the description below. Number 4 is Facebook likes or social media likes. They are not worth much. And Obviously, when I said Facebook likes, that was because when I wrote this blog, Facebook was cool. Today, it totally sucks. In fact, I have given up my personal Facebook profile because I feel Facebook is totally worthless. So you can change that Facebook to social media or Instagram or TikTok or Snapchat or whatever that you feel is the popular social media platform these days. The point is, getting tons of likes on your posts may define popularity in the college, but the real world doesn't work that way. Just like being a class topper isn't a guarantee of anything in the real world, winning the most popular person in the college award doesn't help much either. So enjoy your popularity while it lasts, but don't take it too seriously. It won't help once you step out of the campus, unless, of course, you can make a career out of, your social media and get into social media marketing or something around that. Right? Number 5 is enjoy. So yes, I'm done preaching. Number 5 is enjoy. I think it is very important to enjoy your college life. Don't waste your time reading those life-changing fat books or binge watching those foreign TV series. Trust me, you will have loads of time for all of these later. The college time isn't coming back ever. Period. You like that girl, go approach her now. You want to spend the night on the city streets, do that tonight. Your friends are planning a trip to Goa, be on board. Click as many pictures as you can. They will bring about a smile when you end up scrolling through them years later in your office cubicle. Laugh loudly in the library and get barred from the library for the entire semester. Break a few rules. Check out your college's terrace. Be a part of every single college event. 10 years down the line, nobody remembers a boring lecture. And if boring lectures are all that you're doing in the college, you need to change today. This is also where I should plug a video of me and 3 other engineering friends talking about our college days. Link in the description, of course. Finally, think about this. When you're done with your college and early 20s, you may end up in a distant city, living alone in a studio apartment or with boring roommates that bond with you only because they don't have their friends around too. In case you end up living with your parents, they, just like your relatives, might want you to get settled as soon as possible. And even if you have a few of your college friends around, the world would expect you to behave like responsible grown-ups and not college-going kids. So enjoy your college life. Cheers.